Hi, I'm Ray and this is my gardening channel. Today it's a bitterly cold day down the allotment, -2 on the car on the way in. So I'm trying to keep in the warm in the polytunnel. But I'm sat having my coffee and I'm thinking, yes, I'm going to give you a tour of the polytunnel and maybe outside if it warms up. So let me show you. This is the view from my chair and it's quite nice just to sit here and look at what's going on. And I quite often, over the far side there, see the plants moving. So my little critter is moving around. I'm just trying to catch it, see if it's about, but I can't see it at the moment. So what have we got in here? So let me show you what we've got. So on this bed on the right, we've got our board beans, and these are the Sutton, and these were done, doesn't tell me when they're done, but I think they were done in November and they're doing really well. I've had to put in these stakes because a couple of these are falling over now, so I have to tie these in. And we've even got some flowers on the board beans. Last year we did our board beans in the polytunnel, and by Easter, look at the root on that. We were eating our board beans at Easter, and many of the allotment plot holders were using my board beans for Easter. So that's a bonus. So they're really doing well. As you can see, these weeds are floating about. I've got Bunyards written down. So those are Bunyards exhibition, and these are Suttons. So I've got 2 rows. So they're looking really good. And just put in a few more stakes at the back and they'll be doing well. Next to my board beans, we've got, I'm not sure what we've got. I thought these are broccoli. I think they're broccoli, but I'm not sure. Now, always reminded to add labels, and I've done it again. But next door, we've got 3 rows of Nantes carrots, red Royal Chantenay carrots, and they're just coming through in between the weeds. And then we've got our salad leaves. These are going absolutely crazy and just don't stop growing. They're still doing okay in the polytunnel, and they're giving some lovely colours. Some lovely colours. On the end is our overwinter chilies, which we've still got in the polytunnel, which we're going indoors, but they haven't made it yet. And these are the chilies. They've all been still a pepper on here, but it's gone a bit manky and it's being eaten. So they're all done. A couple of chilies left, not too many. On the top shelf, we've got the feverfew. This is the medicinal plant, which is similar to the poached egg plant. And we've got some ornamental cabbages that are growing in pots. Some basil that we've recently started. And we've got cauliflowers. These are cauliflowers that we've potted up, and we've got a few going on in the tray. We've got a few, this is all in one, all year round cauliflower. So these can go into the polytunnel, and that's all we've got. And we've got our peas that were eaten. We haven't replaced the new ones yet. And we've got our calendula that we've saved the seeds. This is a tray of something, and I think, don't know. More labels please. So we've not been down the allotment for a little while due to work and everything else, getting busy with Christmas, but things are looking a bit neglected. This is our Chinese kale, and we've got some spinach going on here, and our onions, along with some weeds, onions, F1. The lettuce, well, that's just gone a bit weird. And this is the salad leaves, the spares. They're all getting a bit too big for the pot. And our sweet peas have gone a bit crazy. We could be taking the tops of those off now. Along with those, we've got some radishes we've done in the cell trays. They're looking quite good now. Take those home. And we've got some broccolis. These are green broadhide. So these are going to go into the polytunnel on the other side. As you can see, the roots are coming well through. Thank you for all the comments about these. And now I'm pretty sure these are, forgotten what they are now. No, forgotten. But I'll go back to the video and have a look. And these are the Chinese lanterns that are not really doing too much now. As you can see, something's taken a fancy to the broad beans in the tray, and they've been eating on with peppers too. The parsnips, winter parsnips in a bucket, doing okay. Got a couple going there, and we've got a random brassica in the pot. I don't know what that's doing. And the carrots, the overwinter carrots, well, the rodent keeps taking the soil, so we've got half a pot of soil with a hole right up the middle. So I really don't know how we're going to be growing stuff with a hole up the middle, but I'm glad he's not inside there. It could well be. So that's the tray I've grown at the moment. We've got another tray of unknown, so please remember your labels. The cucamelons are now finished, which needs tidying up. So poppies are best direct sown outside in the spring, March to May, and also in the autumn on the 4, August to October. We've got tomatoes as well. We've got 3, 4, 5 rows of snowball onions, and those keep getting pulled out. There's another one there. It needs to be put back in. And next to the snowball onions, we've got raised garlic. So we've got 1 row of garlic This is the Germinal garlic, one row of Germinal garlic, and then we've got one row of raised garlic. This is the garlic my daughter grew, and some of these are growing and they're not even in the ground. One of them is rotted there, but look at these. I'll give you a close up. So if you see this garlic, it's growing and it's not even in the soil. So in the tub is our Christmas parsnips. So we're hoping that goes to plan. And let's see, can we see if there's any? Yeah, look. I don't know what shape they're going to be, but there's something there. Oh, that's massive. So we're going to be revealing those next week, along with our potatoes. I'm not sure the potatoes are going to be that great, but we can see. So amongst these weeds, we've got our onions. And these were the onions that we bought from Asda. And we bought them as seedlings, and they're doing okay. They were a bit worse for wear, but they're actually doing alright. We had a few left. These are the Japanese onions. And in the back we've got some broccolis, and we've also got some cabbages. And those are also the Asda ones, and they're doing okay too. Let me show you those. They're doing okay. The grape above is now shedding its leaves, and it does need a bit of a prune. There's a few side shoots coming out that need to be removed, and I also need to clear the fallen leaves as they're falling off onto the other seeds, onto the other seedlings. The cucumber plant, which we was only eating cucumbers a couple of weeks ago, that's all died off now, and the bitter cold has obviously finished it off. On the top shelf of my seed starting shelves, I did this wick system with the potatoes, and I'll add a link above. But the slight problem here is that the plants was reaching the top of the polytunnel and then getting too cold, too wet, and killing off. So these are my Christmas potatoes, and I'll be doing a review of those in the next week, and I don't know whether we're actually going to get anything from them or not, so we shall see. So we do have some carrots still in the bed, and we've also got our strawberries that have sent out runners all over the place. The rest of the plot is looking fairly empty, with a few cabbages on the right under the cover, a few sprouts on the end, a few more sprouts in the middle, and kale over the back here, and the rest of it, a few more cabbages in the cover right at the back over here, but the rest of it is pretty much empty now. We do still have some carrots in here. And, well, I broke that one, but it was looking alright until I broke it. So there are some carrots still. But the pond, as you can see, frozen. But this pond needs relocating as it's far too high, as it was put in the wrong place at the right time. So that's one job hopefully I get done very soon. Love the colours on the chard, and as you can see, this has been hit by the old frost, looking rather sad. But we'll take some of these other bits back. And we'll give them to the rabbit. Still got two giant cabbages. I've left them in there. See what happens. That's as giant as my giant cabbage is going to be. So we got new seeds at home, and we'll give it another go for next year. So I had all these in raised beds with a path down the middle, but I decided on taking the path away, and now I'm just going to have one long bed, and next year everything's going to be in long rows. So I'm quite pleased about that idea. And yeah, this is the broccoli. This is the purple sprouting broccoli. As we can see, we've just got some purple sprouting here, but this has been attacked by the caterpillars. Even up to last week, those caterpillars. Even a couple of days ago, there was a caterpillar on one of the broccolis down there. And normally they should be gone by now, but it's been so mild, they've still been around. And this is the leeks. They're pretty much done, and they could probably be taken out now. But the rest of the plot now just needs de-weeding and tidying up. I'm still adding the edges around the outside, so we need to do our rear path and the rear edging. It's just too cold. It's too cold. So we're now at the back of the plot, and this was the broccolis that we've just left to seed. Next door we've got some kale, but there's not much of that left now. And then next door here we've got Romanesco cauliflower, and although it's been hit by the old frost, we've got some here. It's gone a bit weird over there. Not the normal nice pointy shape that we got, but we had a massive big clear out a couple of weeks ago, and we had a big bonfire, cleared out so much stuff. It's a mess here at the moment as we had to leave suddenly, but another nice warm day, we get all that cleaned out. So this is the garlic and this onions that we're doing outside. And then we've also got our Christmas parsnips along with our Christmas carrots in a bucket. leeks in a bucket, and look at those sprouts. Some of them turning a bit brown and need a bit of attention. So there's still loads of things to do on the allotment garden during the winter, but it's getting the time to come and do it. Christmas, work gets busy, time gets shorter, the evenings are shorter, and it's blimey cold too. Yeah, so still lots to do, and we look forward to the spring where we can get going again. So if you're new to my channel, then please subscribe, ring that bell, get notifications when I post some more, and leave me a comment. Are you still gardening through winter, and what jobs are you up to? So let me know. So thank you very much. Cheers.